repricing where insurance companies are making money. We all know why it is repriced. So some of my friends actually asked me, Dato, wow, you guys for agency, your agents did 1.472 billion ringgit. Wow, how much do your agent make? You know, these are all the interesting questions they ask me. How much do your agent make? In my heart is, yes, my agent make a lot of money. But more important, as some of you may have heard me say again and again, and I say the answer to them, I say, my agent make a difference in people's life. You know, we make a difference in people's life. It's not about money. We make a difference in people's life. That is the most important thing all the time. We are saying that by making difference in people's life, we are rewarded. Last year, how much different? Then they say that how much different have you made in people's life? Last year, Great Eastern, we sold a total of 249,430 policies. 249,430 policies. About 21,000 a month, about 700 policies we sell a day. That is how much we have made a difference in people's life. 700 families or individuals has benefited from all of you. That is how much we have made a difference in people's life. And last year, if you look at again how much we have made in all this cumulatively, after so many years of selling insurance, last year I'm sure a lot of you would have seen from our velocity, some of the information that you have seen, how much claims we have paid out. How much claims we have paid out. Forget about the corporate, this group insurance, where it is paid by the company, where we pay because of group insurance. I want to know, I want all of you to know how much difference you have made into people's life. You know, last year we have paid a total of $2.959 billion. $2.595 billion, you know how much that is now? Billion, you know, it's $1 million in claims. Great Eastern paid $2.959 billion in claims. And where does it, and compared to 2023, it is an increase of about, I think, about 13%. You know, it is so much increase. And if you look at 2.959 billion, where does it come from? You know, where does it come from? In fact, $684 million we pay to death and TBD. 684 we pay to death and TBD. We only pay about 484 million we pay in CI, critical illness. If you look at it, some of you may not know, critical illness claim is lesser than death and TBD. Death and TBD. So it is 600 over million, 400 over million. But the large part of it, 1.8 billion, we pay to the hospital. 1.8 billion. Imagine in the year 2021. In the year 2021, death, TBD and CI, their claims is about the same, 500-600 million in 2021. No much change. That's why if you look at the premiums, after you have sold critical illness plan, death claim, claims, death policy and all this, you will see that we have never changed our premiums. Whatever inflation, our price almost remain almost all the same because the claim has been quite consistent. But look at medical claim. Medical claim in the year 2021, we only pay 730 plus million. 730 plus million over 4 years today is 1.7 billion. It went up 2.5 times. It went up 2.5. That shows how many more people are claiming. That shows how much more hospital has charged us, and that's why there's a need for us to reprice, or else the whole thing just collapses. And what I'm trying to say today is we have helped a lot of people, regardless of what people say out there, what the MP say out there. You know, this is what I always say. Our conscience is clear. 我们问心无愧. You know, 我们问心无愧. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure we continue to make sure that people get covered. In fact, over the last few days, while I was in JB last week, I was telling some of my JB friends, I was in JB last week. Yvonne, our COO, actually sent an email to me, asked me to approve one medical final GL. That final GL is 900,000. 900,000 for one lady, 28 years old. She had leukemia. Unfortunately, she was in the ICU for 14 days. She was in ICU for 14 days. And the claim from the hospital is 900,000. And I happily signed because this is where they needed it the most. Unfortunate thing is, very unfortunate as I've said, we have given this lady a chance to live. Very unfortunate, she didn't make it. She didn't make it. But when we check the bills, 60% of the costs actually come from hospital charges. You know, in ICU, that is where the cost is from. That is where today private hospital is just a 5-star hotel that if you choose to go in, we must know that we need to pay a lot of money. So ladies and gentlemen, that is just one story, and I'm sure the mother of this 28 over years old will be very grateful to Great Eastern. Even though the daughter didn't make it, but I'm sure they are grateful that Great Eastern has given the daughter a chance to live. But more importantly, I think it is not Great Eastern, it is the agents who have sold that policy has given the daughter a chance to live. People will thank us, ladies and gentlemen. People will thank us. And we have Alex on. Where's Alex? Alex is there. I was in his house during Chinese New Year. I was in his house during Chinese New Year, and he was telling me he felt so bad because on the eve of the Chinese New Year, he received a call from a boy who is the son of his policyholder. The boy called and said that my mom is hospitalized now in Kuantan. My mom is hospitalized in Kuantan and very badly injured because of an outing, in a four-wheel drive outing somewhere in Kuantan. The family, husband, wife, and the 2 children are in the car. And the car overturned and had an accident, and the mom has got a very bad accident, hospitalized in Kuantan. They are from KL. So the boy called and said that, Mr. Agent, Mr. Ong, can you help me to arrange for my mother to be sent back to Kuala Lumpur? Because they are from Kuala Lumpur, it's so inconvenient for them to be there. Unfortunate thing is, Kuantan Hospital, General Hospital, refused to release because the condition was very serious. Condition was very serious. So as an agent, Alex have to make arrangement with the private hospital in Kuala Lumpur to get a doctor here to liaise with the doctor in Kuantan so that they know how to release it, how to sign indemnity letter or whatever. He managed to release. But at that time, it was a long process. I'm saying that without an agent, the mother may not survive without the agent making that arrangement. But during that conversation, Alex actually asked, how's your father? And the answer is, the father was killed in the accident. The father was killed in the accident. Alex told me he felt so bad about it. Why was Alex feeling so bad about it? Why was Alex feeling so bad? Because in a family of four, the father is the only person without insurance. Alex has been going to the house a few times, trying to sell insurance to the father, but was in a way, like most of you, being chased away by the family member and say that we don't need insurance anymore. When he heard that the father passed away without insurance, Alex regretted. And he told me, he said that if I have persisted, 假如我能够坚持一点，那时候他赶我走的时候，if 我能够坚持一点再回去 ，still persist to go back again, I may be able to help the family. So this is how great I'm saying that only when things happen, I'm sure all of you also felt like Alex, feel very bad about not performing our duty as an agent, which may result in causing a family to suffer in future. I'm sure the wife is also going to be living in much regret for chasing out, but it is normal for them to do so. But for us, what I'm trying to say here is that we need to understand that this helps people. Yeah, today, the good news just now, I was checking with Alex, how's the wife? The wife now has fully recovered. I'm sure he has Alex to thank. And maybe we should give Alex all the big round of applause.